All right, Heather, if you want to work this problem, we're looking at a right triangle, so we're definitely thinking Pythagorean theorem here, which is that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And remember, we talked about how the key is making sure you get the c in the right spot. The c has got to be the hypotenuse, the longest side. In this case, that's the x. So I'm going to plug that in over here for c. The a and the b, it doesn't really matter which one of those goes where. So I'll put the 16 in for a and the x minus 4 in for b. Just remember to square them both. Okay, so we want to simplify this, right? X minus 4 squared, make sure you're thinking about the fact that you're going to have to kind of FOIL that out if you want to get what that simplifies to. So I'm going to think of that like x minus 4 times x minus 4 and then multiply it, which will give me x squared minus 4x minus another 4x plus 16, which is x squared minus 8x plus 16. So I'd have, and then I need to square my 16, which is, put that in the calculator real quick. I think it's 256, but I'll double check. Yeah, that's 256. The x minus 4 squared simplified to x squared minus 8x plus 16. Screen's never big enough. So when we're combining those, the 16 and the 256, those are like terms. We can add those. So we'd wind up with something like x squared minus 8x plus 272 equals x squared. Okay, and then this is where this is pretty nice for us. We get a little lucky on this one because when our next step to solve a quadratic equation like this is to put it into standard form, right? And that means we need to get a 0 on one side or the other. So I'm going to move this x squared over and cancel both of those, and because we just wind up with an x squared minus x squared on the other side, those will cancel as well. That'll give me negative 8x plus 272 equals 0. And this is what we want to solve. So I'm just now going to, since it's just a linear equation, I'm just going to move things around, get the x on one side by itself. So we'll move that 272 over, get rid of those. Divide by negative 8. And we've got it. So that'll give us 34. Let me throw that in our calculator. Okay. So then thinking back to our original picture, the question asks us to find the length of the ladder, and that is x. So 34 feet is going to be my answer to this question. Okay, so this one, we could have had some factoring in there if all of our x squareds didn't cancel out. We just didn't need to in this particular problem because all of our x's did kind of cancel out. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions.